Good morning, friends and family. This is Marcie with Marcie Creates, and we have our Beebeecraft Sunday morning project, which I'm excited to bring to you today. We are going to be working with these really cute polymer clay tubes that I bought, or that I got, and we're going to make a ChaCha bracelet today. So what you're going to need for that is some chain, any chain you have. I like the bigger linked chain because it's easier to add all the dangles. You're going to be adding a ton of dangles to this. Any shape will work. The paper clip chain I know is really popular right now, and I'm going to use this really pretty gold chain with the hammered links, and then they have some plain links, but I like the texture of this, and this particular chain is pretty easy to work with. And then I went ahead and picked a couple of the tube beads out of that mix that I thought coordinated. So kind of these red and yellow flowers, and then some smaller brown and black and brown flowers, which I thought coordinated nicely. And then what I did, and the beauty of this bracelet too, is that if you have a lot of bead soup, leftover beads from other projects, this is an opportune time to use them, because you're going to make many different dangles, all different kinds. So you want tons of different kinds of bead caps. I've got some gold ones here. I've got some bicones in a couple of different colors, and I've got some little red rondelles that pick up the red in these. And then I did go through and pick out some little spacer beads and little odds and ends that I have left over. You're going to need, as we say in Texas, a whole mess of jump rings. A whole mess of head pins, and these are the ones with the balls on the end. You don't have to use those. I just like the extra little texture they add. You can also use regular head pins and put accent with different colored seed beads, which I've seen done, and it looks really cute. So the nice thing about this is you're taking something new, which is your tube beads, and you're able to go into your stash and use up maybe some things you have left over, because you want the bracelet to be eclectic. And every little dangle that I make, I try to make a little bit different, and that adds just to the interest in the texture of the bracelet. Before I forget, there is a coupon code for Beebeecraft, Marcie 5, MARCIE 5. For any of you that purchase on Beebeecraft $40, you will get $5 off. So please know that that is a coupon code, and it's good for quite a while. I will put in my description how long it lasts, but it's a good year. Also, before I forget, you're going to hold up, if you're going to do this project at some point, I'm going to hold these guys, 3 of each of the design that I'm using today. I'm holding these back to make earrings to match. That is going to be our Tutorial Tuesday project. So we're going to segue from Beebeecraft Sunday into Tutorial Tuesday and make some companion earrings. So I'm going to hold those to the side. And then before we get totally into this, I do want to show you that I did start, because this does take a while, and it's fun to do in front of the TV. But you want to make your dangles. Here's one that I made. You do not want to close. You're going to do like you're going to start to wire wrap, but do not close these, because these are what you're going to be adding to your chain. So as you can see here, I'll just show you a few. I have a variety, and I'm going to keep making a variety. I'm not going to film all of it because that would make the video very long, but I just wanted you to see all the different ones that I've made so far. And like I said, the bead soup comes in handy. Every dangle's a little different. That's not to say you can't repeat dangles. I mean, this is your bracelet. You do what you want. But I know the variety is cool. Also, since these beads are so matte, I wanted to add some sparkle and some shine. So I do have, you know, rhinestones in here and crystal bicones, and I think this is a faceted tiger eye. Just different things that I have left over. So as you can see, I got a nice pile here, but I still have quite a few to make. I will make a few on camera with you right now, but like I said, I don't want to make the the video so long. But basically, you know, you just take your head pin. Boy, that one's bent, isn't it? Let's pick a different one. Okay, so you're going to take your head pin or your ball end pin, and basically I've just been, maybe I'll put a little red guy on the bottom, and then maybe a bead cap. It's a nice way, like I said, to use up your leftover beads from other things. Just like that. And then maybe I'll add this guy. This is a great way to mix. You can mix metals too. It looks really great. I didn't do that this time, but that is certainly an option. Okay, so there's my dangle, and I'm just going to go in with my flat nose and make my 90-degree bend like we do, and then my round nose. I'm going to go up and over, and right at this point, when you come around, just leave it and just put that guy down, because we're going to attach, and I'll show you that later. Let's do one more. Head pin. I think I'm going to start with a crystal this time. That's what's nice about it. Every single thing you do can be different. Maybe I'll do a little daisy spacer. Maybe I'll stack 2 of those. I do love the texture when you stack more than one daisy. I just love that. I just think that's so pretty. Let's see. Let me grab one of these guys. Then maybe I'll do a bead cap. He's gonna let me. And maybe I might add a gold spacer bead. There's your component. So again, we're going to come in with our flat nose, 90-degree bend, just like that. Then we're going to take our round nose, up and over, and we're going to just leave it like that. Okay, so pretty simple, but takes a while. I'll do one more, and then I'm gonna go off camera and make the rest of these so that you don't have to watch every single one. Maybe I'll do a little sparkly guy. Oh, these are cool. I love to just mix and match. This is the perfect bracelet for that. All right. I've moved my camera. I hope you can see better. I did get some comments, and thank you so much for letting me know that I was going off camera. All right. I see it wiggling just a bit though. May have to tighten it. Anyway, I'm going to continue to make these, and then when I get back, we will start attaching them to the bracelet, and we will see how cute. It's very textural and cute, you'll see. All right, so see you back here in just a moment. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I've made all of my components. There's about 36 of them in here, I counted. And I also measured out my chain to about 6 inches. I generally make my bracelet 7 with a little bit of an extender, which I will do. But because you're going to be adding I will be adding a lobster claw clasp and a little bit of chain at the end, I keep it about 6 inches to allow for that 1 inch of hardware at the end. So this is what we're going to attach all of our dangles to. And I like the big links because it makes it easier to attach everything. And I will tell you, there is no rhyme or reason or method that I prefer, other than I don't do anything on the very last links. Those are going to be for our hardware. So when you start to add the dangles, you want to start here and end here and leave these end pieces free for all the hardware at the end. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to decide, I keep this very random. I don't make a big fuss about what goes where. I just want to make sure that I can add at least 2 or 3 dangles to each link. And so if you get real fussy, you could probably add these, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 links. And we've got 36 components. If you wanted to take 15 times 3 and do it that way, and make the exact amount, you can. I don't get that exact. I just approximately want 2 or 3 on each link. So what I will do is I'll start at the end, and remember we left these open, and you're just going to open up your charm or your dangle, and you're going to add it to your link on your bracelet. And you're just gonna wire wrap this. You may need to use your flat nose to help. That's fine. This is great for messy wraps too. Like I said, I don't get fussy with it. You want kind of an eclectic, messy look. I don't want to say messy, but it doesn't need to be precision. You don't need to have precision. Let me put it that way. And at the end, what I do, so I get them all on here first. And also be mindful of any crystals. You don't want to break any. So just get as close to that as you can. And that's going to be your first dangle. So what I do is now this next link, I'll add my next dangle, and I'll go all the way down the bracelet until I have 1 dangle on each link. Okay, so I'll do a few more of these so you can get the idea. This really doesn't take that long. It is very repetitive, which is why I said it's kind of a good thing to do in front of the TV if you're watching a show and you want to keep your hands busy. This is good busy work. You can just take a pile of these and add them to something. Okay, so now we have 2 dangles. So now we're going to add one to this link. And I'm just grabbing them at random. The more random, the better. This is just a fun bracelet to wear too. Lots of movement, and it's something that people want to look at and play with, especially little kids, you know. They love shiny things that move. Beware of any toddlers. If you've ever had your earrings yanked out by a toddler, you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to move my camera, but it's moving quite a bit. I'm gonna have to, I moved it to see if this would be a better orientation. So let me know. So now we've got 3 dangles on here, and I'm gonna go all the way down and then come back up, and then whatever's left I'll move around in here. Let's do a couple more, and then I'll finish the rest off camera. But this is why you want to leave them open, like I said. And you're just going to slide them open like that. Just twist your wrist and find the next link. What is going on? My farsightedness, I think I said before, my eye doctor told me my farsightedness is going to get worse. And there was a prime example just now. Oh well. That's why they make magnifying glasses, right? I'm not going to worry about it. Again, don't worry about the little burrs yet. You're going to go back and trim those later. It's a very tactile necklace. I mean, bracelet. Okay. We'll do one more. One more and then I'm off camera. And I'll come back when I've done the first row so you can see what that looks like. And then I'll start adding the second row. Second charm, I mean. Or dangle. Charm or dangle, whatever. I've heard both terms used. I'm sure either one is fine. Just wrap what you can wrap. Just be careful of your crystal beads, like I said. Don't want to smish those and crunch them. They're fragile. They're pretty, but they're fragile. Okay. So this gives you an idea of where we're going with this. Let me scooch in a little. You can take a closer look. Okay, so I'm going to keep adding these till I get to this one. Remember, we want to keep these ones on the end free for your hardware later. And then I will come back and do another row. And I will be right back. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I have added all of my dangles one row to my chain. And as you can see, it looks nice and full, but it's going to get really full when we add our second row. So basically, I'm just going to probably add on the other side of the chain now the second pieces. And I'll show you how I do that. So I have this one hanging this way. I'm going to probably add the other one up where there's no dangle. So you get kind of a 3D effect. I also went through and got rid of any pieces that were sticking out from my wraps, because what you don't want is whoever's wearing it, if it's you or if it's a gift or you're selling it, you don't want any of these little metal pieces to poke. So once you're done with the wraps, what I did is I loosely wrapped them, and then I went back through the bracelet with that first row, and I came in with my nippers. And you're going to get rid of your extra little pieces, and then come in and tuck down any wire that's sticking up. Like here's one, if I can get it. Get a good angle on it. And you do have to be mindful when you have the crystals. You don't want to crunch them. This is probably the most time-consuming part, but it is very important. So just take your time with it. Sometimes it takes a minute to get the right angle. There we go. And then you can feel it with your fingers. If you don't feel anything sticking out, you're good to go. So I'm going to add my second row to my bracelet up here, and then we will see what we have left. We'll add the rest, and then see how that looks. But as you can see already, let me pull out just a little. You can see it's getting, you get an idea of what that's going to look like. It's going to be really cute. I do love the ChaCha bracelets. They're a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to add the second row and be back with you just shortly. And then we'll see what we need to add. We're going to use every single one of these dangles. The more the merrier. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Okay, so I have my second row of dangles on the bracelet, and I'm going to add the last few, and as you can see it's getting quite full. I'm going to add the last few and I will be right back. Welcome back. I have finished putting all my dangles on, and this just looks like so much fun. Look at all that. Isn't that fun? So we're going to put this together now to wear. And I have a pretty large lobster claw clasp, some 18 gauge jump rings, and some leftover chain I had from another project, because I do want to make this a little bit adjustable for whatever size person's going to wear it. It's always a good idea to make them adjustable when you can. Obviously, if you make it for yourself, you don't need to do that, but if you're going to sell it or make it for somebody, better to have it adjustable. So I'm just getting my chain ready. I don't think I want this whole length. I think I just want maybe an inch or two. So I'm gonna, I have a little measuring thing down here. I think I'm gonna add 2 inches, which is right about there. So let me come in and snip that. So I'm going to use a jump ring to attach my chain, and then I'm going to put a jump ring at the end, and then I'm going to have a jump ring here to add my lobster claw clasp. So that's what we're going to do now. So we'll start with the lobster claw clasp. And you're just going to open your jump ring. Like that. Those links that you left open are for your hardware, like I said. So this is the jump ring on one side, or the link, I should say, on the bracelet. And this is a pretty heavy duty bracelet, so I would say, you know, use some gauge metals that are going to be able to handle the kind of weight that's on here, and that's why I'm using 18 gauge. It's a thicker jump ring than normal, because you don't, of course, want anything to break. And then on this side, we're going to put our other jump ring. Oopsie. Avalanche. We're going to add our chain. And then we're going to close that guy up. Oops. And there's our chain. And we'll put our little, these were all 18 gauge jump rings. Put him on the end. So once you have that made, this is how it's going to attach, and you have all this room to play with to make it fit. So then you're going to, let me scooch out here a little bit. Don't know if my camera, ooh. I guess I'm as scooched in as I can, but you can see it on my wrist. I have a fake wrist I bought. Well, maybe we'll put it on that so you can see what I am talking about. This will give you an idea. I'm ever looking for props that work. So this is my new prop. We'll just, I am cheating. I know our arms, you can't just take your wrist off and put a bracelet on. But this is just for effect. Look at that. Isn't that fun? You got all this sparkle and the different colors. And this would be heavier, but these polymer tubes from Beebeecraft are very lightweight. So you can see you got all the colors, different dangles. It's very interesting. It'll move a lot. And I just think it's a fun way to make a bracelet. And again, a great way to use up beads that you maybe have left over, or you could coordinate with something new like these polymer clay tubes. So that's the tutorial for today with the Beebeecraft. Stay tuned for earrings to match. That's going to be our Tuesday tutorial. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like and subscribe. Oh, I do want to mention that the links that I'll be putting for the Fimo beads, the clay beads, and Beebeecraft, and also anything I have linked are affiliate links. So that just means I do get a small commission if you were to click on that link and purchase the item. Just have to disclose that. That's a federal law. So anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the earrings. And take care of yourselves, your families. Be safe. We've got some holiday coming up, so I hope you're getting ready for that and looking forward to seeing friends and family as I am. And as always, take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next video.